G'day guys, just here in the showroom, just doing another quick video on external lights. So we're going to cover external lights on a matrix, then roll round into internal, so we show you the internal lights as well. So this will help people that are either going through their finalizations and just want to know what's standard, but it'll also help people looking at the trailers just to understand exactly what we give you as part of that base price. So passenger side, obviously this is a matrix hardtop. Passenger side we've got two lights, so you'll see we've got one just above this external area or above the window, and then we do have one in this central portion as well. So we've kind of got one down this back area where we would tend to entertain on an evening. We also have one down here where if we do have an external kitchen on a matrix, which is optional, but a very common option, you will have one in that area as well to assist with cooking. So both of these lights are controlled together, and you can flick them between amber and white. So you have the option between obviously what we see now, the white, or you can flick them over to the orange globe where then there'll be more of a bug repellent. So two lights on this side as standard, can be switched both ways. Moving round, so just covering on one inside the compartment. So on all the matrices, and this will be the same if it's the pop top as well, you'll have one inside this locker that is individually controlled. So obviously this boot's got quite a bit of storage in, but it just shows you again, if it is a darker on an evening, let's say, and we need to come around here and just grab something out, we can just physically turn this light on inside here just to see what's going on in there. So again, standard. Moving around to the driver's side. Now, first one I'm going to touch on is you will always have an external light on the driver's side. So you can see here we've got one above the window. Now this one a little bit different to the passenger side in that it is only a white light, so you can't flick between that and the orange globe. It is literally just the white. I did highlight on this one on the other videos, but I'll outline this again. A good little tip with this, and being that it is strictly only a white light, most occasions you're only going to come around here on an evening to grab something out or something along that line, so therefore we don't really feel the need to take up two of the red arc switches for it to be able to switch. And a good tip is that if it is one of them evenings where you sat outside and there is a lot of bugs around, it is a good advice to turn this one on, obviously being that it's a white light, so it attracts all the bugs to this side of the trailer. So then when you're working on the passenger side, or that's where you're sitting and entertaining, you'd flick them ones onto the orange globe, and obviously hopefully that'd keep all the bugs around this side. So standard light, and then inside compartment again we do have one in here, so you will always have your pull-out bin. Again, this trailer is packed and ready to go, so it kind of shows there's a lot of items in there, but again we've got a light if we do need to come around here on an evening just to grab something. Now, being that this one's got air conditioning, bit of a different scenario, but just highlighting on a standard matrix without air conditioning, same on the pop top, you would have one of these lights inside here as well. Yep, beautiful. Moving round. Now, on the rear we don't have any lights as standard, so you're not going to get anything on this back end as standard, but there is the option there if you do want one, which would tend to be above the window on the matrix hardtop. If you did want that, it can be done as an option, and that would be more, I would say, for if you plan on using the external shower or something like that when it's on an evening, if it's darker. You don't tend to come around this area too often on a night, but if you need to, that can be handy for some people, and that would be optional. Same on the matrix pop top, would be an option. Yep, so moving round to inside, just to highlight some standard lights in there. So the same lights we use in all the rest of the trailers. Bit different to your pop tops in that you've got your overheads, but you will see these different lengths, but they're all the same style of light, and you will have these pitted all around the trailer. So we've got some in the seating area, we've got some in the bed area. All the matrix hardtops will come with reading lights. Now, obviously this trailer is single bed, so it's a little bit different, but realistically you can still see you've got two reading lights, or stalk lights as we call them, as standard. That would be still standard on a queen bed. The only difference will be that they will be positioned to the outside of the mattress. And then obviously the lights that we've got in the overheads mean that we've got lighting all through the trailer. So we've got them on each side, we've got them in the kitchen area, bed area, seating area, and as I highlighted in one of the previous videos, these lights are all powered together. So in other words, when you turn the system on, or the red arc system, that'll give power to all these lights in one hit. but you can then individually turn lights on if you need to. So obviously if you're trying to set a bit of a mood in here, or it's an evening and you want to kind of dim the lights back down so it's not so bright, you can obviously turn them off in different areas of the trailer to obviously bring that lighting down. And these do move, so if you don't want them shining directly down, especially the ones near the bed area, you can actually twist them and shine them out or shine them away from where you need them to be. Yeah, so just highlighting standard lights, so you will see that these are positioned. You end up with 4 in the matrix down, let's say the passenger side, and then you'll have one bigger one above the seating area down the passenger side, the driver's side, and then you'll have your reading lights in that bed area as well. So hopefully that gives people a good idea of what is standard. And the last thing just to touch on is these internal lights are only a white light. Obviously we don't intend on getting many bugs in here, so therefore we keep them just as a white light.